Hey, welcome back to Snapball Games. My name is Max, and we're back with another Pauper League, and going to be playing some more Blue-White Evoke, testing for the Pauper Showcase Challenge this weekend. I want to play this deck, and you'll notice a couple changes from the last leagues. If you're not familiar with my channel, youtube.com/snapbolt. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like my content. That's the best way to support me. We are recording live right now on Twitch, so twitch.tv/snapboltgames, youtube.com/snapbolt, twitch.tv/snapboutgames. Thanks for the follow on either platform and come hang out and let's have some fun playing Magic here. So I'm not going to go over too deep of a deck tech because I played this like 15 times on my channel. So you can click through all those videos, go through a lot of detailed deck techs. But let's get into it. We are Blue-White Evoke. We use these 8 Evoke creatures and we pair them with Ephemerate Renewal. We have cantrips. We're kind of a Blue-White control deck with a good late game. Some new things we're trying is Forsake the Worldly. Heisen in the chat just suggested this. I wanted to play one Revoke Existence in the main deck to hate on Affinity even more, but then he suggested Forsake the Worldly. And this is nice just because it can cycle when it's completely dead in a matchup, and it's an instant, so thought I might as well give it a try in a league here. Cut a Ponder for the third Brainstorm. We can shuffle away Forsake, or we can just have an extra Brainstorm. I think this change looks good to me. Still have the 1 Stonehorn and 2 Side, and now we have 4 Revoke and 3 more Revoke, or 4 Dust, 3 Revoke in the sideboard. And I cut a Gut Shot. The Gut Shot's been fine against Fae, but I think Fae is kind of favorable with the Soul Migrations and everything. So down to 1 Gut Shot and just infinite Affinity hate cards. So just try not to lose that matchup. Without further ado, let's just get right into some gameplay. This deck is so fun. Let's go round 1. All right, round 1 against GR Radovic. We're going to mulligan this 1 bounce line hand. 0 lands, go to 5. And we can keep this on 5. Let's put back Stonehorn Dignitary Brainstorm. I like having the Dawnbringer here, I think. All right, this looks fine. Not the best 5. Not the worst. Cove pass. Might even just go cycle Ash Barrens for Island, play Island. I'm not going to brainstorm into a Spell Stutter Sprite, that's for sure. All right, let's just go Island, pass. If they don't have 2 mana up, I'll go for Brainstorm Shuffle, but otherwise I'll just wait. All right, let's cycle one of these, actually for planes, because you often do need 2 white sources. There's the Forsake, that's funny. Okay. Pass the turn. We can cycle Forsake end of their turn, but I don't want to brainstorm into a Spell Stutter Sprite here. Looks like it's blue-black Fae, so somebody just told me in chat. I was saying I think I'm undefeated in this matchup, and hopefully we can keep that going. And I've played it like 6 or 7 times. I think this is a great matchup for this deck. Okay, so they're hard-casting Ninja. They have a really awkward draw. They probably have a lot of removal and counters and stuff. So I can brainstorm in response. I don't know if that matters. Might as well, because I'm going to brainstorm shuffle here anyway. Let's go brainstorm. Put back Forsake. I can go for Moly D Ephemerate, but I'm sure they have Snuff out, right? I kind of want to play Dawnbringer Cleric. Leave up Ephemerate as a blocker. I guess I'm going to cycle Ash Barrens here for another land. Could get rid of our Archaeomancer. It's pretty good with what we have as well. Everything is good. I think our Archaeomancer is the most clunky. Yeah, it's really good with Ephemerate, but this is like a tough choice here. I'm actually also going to set stops on my upkeep and draw to try to see if they're, well, I'm going to try to see if they're F6 on my turn. I'm going to just get rid of the Archaeomancer. That's a tough choice. Not really sure about that one. Looks like they're not F6'd on their turn. See if they're F6 on our turn. Looks like they are. Maybe they just don't have stops here, though. Okay, we also have Dispel. I think I want to go for the safe line and go Dawnbringer Cleric, gain 2 life, pass with Ephemerate and Dispel, and just try not to get hit by this. If I draw another land, I can go Moly Ephemerate with Dispel. It is tempting just to go Moly Ephemerate right now. But again, a Snuff Out breaks it up. Worst case, get to draw 2. Maybe we just go and don't play too scared. I'm going to pass to main 2. Alright, they're not F6'd. I'm not doing it. Alright, let's gain 2, pass. If they go for a removal spell, I'll go for Ephemerate, and then, I mean, if they have Chainer's Edict, then that sucks. I'll go for Ephemerate here. And then if they, I guess they can play Spell Stutter Sprite. Yeah. I mean, obviously if I just went for Moly Ephemerate, they would have broken it up. Another Snuff Out. Let's just fight here, because if I draw a land, I can just hard cast Moly D. So they do have Spell Stutter, it looks like. Maybe Counterspell. Okay, I love this. So they get to hit with Ninja, but untap land off the top. Otherwise, I'll probably just evoke Soul of Migration, make 2 1/1s. One Ninja hit we can certainly beat. They're at 12 also. Duress? Oh, I wanted them to Duress so bad there. They could have Counterspell also. I'll just go for a double block. They're going to counter this? Wow. Okay, they might have like multiple counters. So they've used 2 counterspells. I need them to not have a third if I draw an untapped land. If we draw untapped land and they don't have another counter, I think we're ahead. But if we miss here and draw nothing, like even a tap land here is kind of rough. We probably have about, I don't know, 50% chance or so, maybe less, to draw an untapped land. Counter. I'm not just going to do nothing, so I'm going to Divination. Okay. Could be worse. We can still get out of this. Next turn I can Journey. Hopefully they don't have second Ninja. Spell Stutter Sprite, sure. Yeah, second Ninja here would be tough to beat for sure. Looks like they have it. We still can. I mean, we're still at 20. They have 5 cards in hand, and one of them is Spell Stutter Sprite. I could just cast Moly D. I could cast Journey, and then there's Spell Stutter, and then I counter Spell Stutter. That's an option too. I feel like Journey plus counter is better because if I go for Muldrifter and they just play a removal spell, I get wrecked. But this way, at least I get to essentially guaranteed get 1 Ninja off the table. They're going to Spell Stutter, I'm going to counter. And then I at least get to remove one of these. And then we need to just try to tap out for Moly D next turn. They have a lot of cards in hand, but it's possible we come back. We're pretty close to like hard casting Soul of Migrations as well. So we have a lot of like really powerful stuff we can do. It could be rough here though, especially if they do have just a third counter. I think we just lose, so we'll see. This deck is also just very good. Again, I think I'm like 6-0 or 7-0 or something, especially with confirmation from somebody in chat. But I know a lot of the matches have been close, but I think this deck is favored. Just going for this 100%. If I draw Angelic Renewal, I'll probably go Renewal into Evoke Moly D. Journey, right? Still going for this. Maybe draw untap land into Journey. Okay, they didn't have a counter. That's good. There's a land and a soul. That's a start. Spell stutter? Yeah. Damn. Okay, so I need to block Ninja, take 8, go to 4, then Soul of Migration to stabilize. It's going to be tough. Yeah, I definitely lost to a mono blue Delver player against when they had triple mutagenic. Okay, well we're just dead. They were able to, use the blue black Fey plan perfectly this game. They've been able to hit with ninjas all game long. Okay, 5, 6, 7. I mean, we go for Soul of Migration FM, right? Oops. If they have another spell stutter or anything, we die. Even if they don't, we probably die. We die to cast down as well. Yeah. Okay. GG. That was a good one. Yeah, this was a mediocre 5 for sure. Not even like a good 5 where we have like renewal into Malady or anything. Forsake the Worldly comes out. Dawnbringer Cleric's also not that good. Gutshot comes in. Could play a second Stonehorn. Could play the Dawnbringer Cleric. Walks Ninja, but that's about all it does. Could play a Relic. Draws a card. Can be annoying for their Gurmags. I like it. Just minimal sideboard here. One Stonehorn I think is fine. No, I mean, Relic can do stuff against us, but I don't want to try to forsake a Relic because that means they have to have 0 mana up. It's even then it's like that's a 3 mana for 1 mana exchange. I don't think that's a good plan. We just want to be on the Soul of Migration Mully D plan. Just try to resolve those. Let's go. Let's go game 2. All right, game 2 here. Would you like to play first? Yes. Man, these draws have been sketchy. Wow, this is terrible. Stonehorn just looking terrible in this hand. I know Cleric can block ninjas. That's the one reason why I wanted it. It's just kind of weak. Let's go to 5. Let's keep this on 5. Put back Island. Maybe even Brainstorm, but I don't think so. Let's put back Plains. Okay. They fairies here. I'm going to gut shot that. They tap land. Okay, it's fine. Could Brainstorm right now. I think I like that. I should have Brainstorm before playing land because maybe I draw a tap land. That was a mistake. Ooh, this is not ideal. We're gonna miss a land drop most likely here, or actually 100%. We're gonna miss a land drop. At least we'll have counterspell up next turn, but yeah, looking bad. I know Relic can exile our own graveyard, but we have the option to do it when we want, and just tapping Relic on them does make it harder for them to cast Gurmag Angler. So there is some upside for sure, and of course, Brainstorm being worse than Ponder here. So they're on a double Evolving Wilds draw. We're drawing Soul of Migration next turn. They're just super thinning their deck. No, I was misclicking. Did they miss? They missed a land? Oh no, they played an island. Okay. Yeah, that would have been an interesting play. think I'm just gonna gut shot this right now. I don't want to get I don't want them to just go untap land, play monarch creature, so brainstorm. Another Ash Barrens, jeez. That would have been an interesting line though, to brainstorm, try to gut shot the spell. Actually would have liked that. I wish we did that. That would have been a sick line. But I did not do it. All right, let's counter this. If I draw a land, I get to go Evoke and then late to dinner, which is pretty solid. They need counter spells. All right, that's good as well. We need to draw obviously an untapped land, but if we do, they need like 3 counter spells basically, or we're doing good stuff. So don't hate our position. Thorn. Okay, well, land. Please land. One time. Untap land. Right now. 4 drop. Brutal. Looks like my undefeated Fae matchup is going down the drain here. It's still possible we win, but now if they untap enough counterspell, it gets so much more difficult. Like if we were able to just evoke Soul of Migration that turn, it would have resolved it. 1 blew up. Then we have 4 fairies and the soul in play. If they kill it, we just get a late to dinner it. It was like we were in such a good spot, and now we're in such a bad spot. It's like that was such a key turn in the game, and we missed. So yeah, just some bad mulligans here. The 4-1 curse, tap land. All right, we're 100% dead this game. I'll keep fighting because our hand is actually good, but I think it's going to be very, very difficult. Like at this point, they're definitely going to have counterspell, right? They're just sculpting their draws with fairies here. I mean, blue black is a good deck. I will not play blue black in the showcase challenge because while it's very good, I think it's not going to be favored against Affinity. I could be wrong. Maybe it's has a fine Affinity matchup, but I feel like it's worse than Affinity, even with all the hate. So I just wouldn't. If I was not going to play this, I would play Affinity over blue black. And I would not play blue red Fae right now. I don't think. I'm gonna cycle this, evoke soul, they're gonna counter it. They could also have suffocating fumes plus removal spells. No, looks like not. Yeah, Fangren is seeing some play because of Affinity too. I mean, the formats was just not balanced by the bans. The bans were too like light-handed. It was just like the bans were not good. So, you know, I don't like the bans. Kind of brutal, but it is what it is. Nothing we can do about them now. Yeah, opponent going to be at 9 cards or more. Oh, they have Shinobi. Okay, GG's. I'm not going to try to fight through this. They're going to have, 9 cards in hand at the end of this turn. Perfect Fae record going down the drain. Nothing we can do. Let's go round 2. All right, round 2 against USP dudes. Let's keep this hand on the draw. It looks like Affinity. Nice. Down to play this matchup. We'll cycle Ashburns for planes, start playing out Renewal. Then turn 3, we can draw 4 if we want. Whoa! Glaze Fiend? We have no answer for that right now. That's a problem. Triple Renewal. Are we going to be dead like on turn 3 or 4 here? This gets +2/+2 when an artifact enters the battlefield. Okay, going off here. We can hit for 6 on turn 3. They play like another artifact. Yep. Okay, they're hitting for 6. That's fine. I've seen people play one or two of this. I don't think the card's very good, but maybe it's just another worthwhile threat. It also doesn't die to snuff out. Um, yeah, I'm gonna evoke Molly D here. I want to draw four. I don't want to miss land drops. I know I have to discard cards, but I think it's worth it. Wow, tap land and Chancery is not ideal. I think I can... Actually, why don't I discard Soul of Migration plus Renewal here? Keep all the lands. I could discard Preordain. I could just like keep all these spells actually. I can take a hit off this. If I discard Preordain Renewal, like I don't even really want to late to dinner a Soul of Migration. Rather wait. Can even chump, then late to dinner Molly D. I think Renewal Wilds. That's kind of a tough choice. Not sure there though. I'll probably chump a Glaze Fiend here. Cast down. Okay, they won't let me cast down. This could be blue-black affinity, spice, no Atog for some reason. All right. Glaze Fiend dealt 10 damage by turn 4. It's a lot. I think here going... Let's go Preordain. Counterspell Ash Barrens. I mean, the Ash Barrens gives me an untapped land at some point, but I think I can just bottom. There's Island. So now I kind of like play Island to leave up Counterspell. Can also go play Tranquil Cove, play Renewal, hope to not die. I don't like that. Draw is just kind of awkward here. All right, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Trav and It's Hubflower. It's been fun. I'll keep battling here. Deadly Dispute, Ancestral Recall. Like they have to also have a Tog, right? Jeez, that Glaze Fiend was like the best Glaze Fiend ever. Jeez. I mean, maybe it is good. I have trouble seeing it being good. I think it's too vulnerable versus a lot of matchups. Okay, we're at 4. I think I just need to go Tranquil Cove, go to 5. Whoa, what? I just F6 my turn somehow. I don't know how I did that. I didn't, my hand wasn't anywhere near 6. I might have pressed 2. I think I pressed 2. I think that's what it was. Yeah. Okay, well, we're dead. Just go next game. We were in a bad spot that game anyway, for sure, but it's never fun to misclick. We have all the possible hate. So we saw a lot of cards, but we didn't see any red lands or red cards. I mean, yeah, they don't. I mean, they might know about the sideboard plan. I kind of want to just against Glaze Fiend, Mirror Enforcer. I might just want to go with the Stonehorn Dignitary plan. Maybe one more Soul Migration since we saw Glaze Fiend. Maybe it's just a one of Glaze Fiend. I don't know. Maybe just 2 Stonehorns. Can cut like a couple Brainstorms, I guess. 2 Soul of Migration seems fine. Let's see, what else? I guess we can go 1 Soul of Migration even with the Glaze Fiend. We can just Revoke and Dust to Dust, kill the Glaze Fiend if we have to. Soul of Migration isn't great against most of their other stuff. Yeah, Yubi is... Well, they're not also trolling me, they're crushing me, but no. I think we're fine. Okay, let's try this. Let's have a second Stonehorn. And we have 3 Revoke Existence, 1 Forsake the Worldly, 4 Dust to Dust. Yeah, meta seems fine. It's a healthy and prosperous metagame we got. I mean, this hand is not that good. I'm gonna mulligan. This hand's also not that good. I think I'm supposed to keep this though. I have a turn 2 renewal, turn 4 Soul of Migration. That's worst case scenario. I have so much hate I can draw. I have decent mana. I think I'm supposed to just keep this. Yeah, I need to draw lands. Wow. All right, Preordain. Guess I'm just getting hit for a lot here, and then I'll just evoke a Soul of Migration. Just go bottom, top, Chancery. I have to guaranteed hit 4 mana here, so I did need to keep a land. Kind of sucked we don't have hate. I mean, I mulliganed for hate, but I didn't want to mulligan into oblivion, you know. So we still have infinite hate cards here. We'll see if we can draw them. If not, we're just beyond Soul of Migration, Late Dinner, like Ephemerate plan. And Hyzen, you must feel right at home, because for those that don't know, Hyzen was the original inspiration for this brew, because I saw Hyzen playing with Soul of Migration in his Mardu Reanimator deck, and I was like, oh, I can make a blue-white Reanimator deck with Moldrifter, and then it kind of just like evolved into blue-white Evoke from there. So they obviously do have red, so we'll bring in Hydroblast for game 3 as well. All right. We do get a huge board presence here. And if they kill the Soul of Migration, we can just start late to dinnering it. Next turn I can late to dinner the Soul plus leave up Ephemerate to blink this. So yeah, looking pretty good here. Looks like they might have Thoughtcast. Yeah, Dust to Dust off the top. I'll probably block or duress us. Sure. So now they know about these. Not sure that's really going to matter though. They take Ephemerate. Makes sense. Oh, I don't like this duress art though. Come on, dudes. All right, they're attacking with a Tog. That's so aggressive. And Glaze Fiend is only a 2/3? Like, what if I block a Tog with Soul of Migration? They have to sack an artifact. Well, what if I block a Tog here, quad block Glaze Fiend? Even if they go Deadly Dispute, it's not that good for them, right? I don't know about this. I mean, I guess if they double Galblast Birds, then they trade 2 Galblasts for all my birds. I think that's worth it. Just gonna go for this. Yeah, they can sack Fiend, sure, but then they sack Fiend. That's fine. And if they kill Soul Migration, I just get to start casting Late to Dinners. And if they don't sack anything, their Tog dies. I don't think this attack is good for them. Basically, no matter what. Especially they know we have double Late to Dinner. Like, what, they want to keep a Tog alive? Then they have to sack one of their permanents. All their permanents are pretty, like, valuable at this point. Yeah, I just don't think that was a good attack. I mean, maybe they can prove me wrong. So they sack Fiend, and do they sack land? They don't. So they literally just sacked Fiend to keep a Tog alive, play another Fiend. Yeah, it just was a bad attack. I could attack with a bird or two, but as we saw last turn, I kind of want to just leave good blocks back. Like, they don't want to kill Soul of Migration because I think that's bad for them. I'm going to counter this. I don't want them to divination here. Again, they know our hand. Chromatic Star, sure. And Glaze Fiend, like, even in that deck, can definitely putter out. Like, I don't know. I just don't see it being good. It dies to a lot of stuff. Just being a 2 mana 0/1. I guess it's a black creature, so it's okay against Fae, but it's not even a good blocker. Like, I'm gonna throw Soul Migration in front of this right now for sure. I'm gonna quad block the Glaze Fiend again. I want them to kill Soul Migration. I want to wait to dinner it, so just sounds good to me. If they want to eat their Glaze Fiend, by all means, do it. They need to have double Galvblast to double Galvblast two birds to save it. They sack land. They have Temur Battle Rage. Are we dead? 7, 9. We can block 4 of it. This is 11. Oh, and they sack Glaze Fiend. It's lethal. Okay, well, we died. Jeez, GG's. All right, O2 bracket. I don't know if I'll finish the league. I'll keep playing for now, though. That's been pretty brutal. Just couldn't find the hate. Again, I mean, how many hate cards like can you possibly run? I have 3 revokes, 4 dust to dusts. Eventually, you're gonna find those. I think the affinity matchup's still favorable. I'm just not sure. I think this is just too much mana for the main deck. I probably won't run it in the challenge, but it was an interesting experiment. I'd honestly rather just have a cheaper card like Revoke in the main, even if it's dead in some matchups. We can try to brainstorm shuffle it away, or just bottom with Preordain. Um, so while this can cycle in, it is an instant. I think it doesn't give me that much of a leg up against Affinity anyway. Might even rather have one Dust to Dust main. I even thought about a Hydroblast main to try to kill a Tog, but I'm not sure about that either. So let's go round 3 here. All right, we're against Squirtle the Aeon's Torn. We played them in the last league on YouTube. Would you like to play first? Yes. I'll keep this. This hand looks totally reasonable. Turn 1, Tranquil Cove. Turn 2, play Ash Barrens, play Renewal. Turn 3, Chancery, back the Ash Barrens, cycle it if we want. It's the red-green Zoo player here. Play Ash Barrens, play Renewal. Yeah, in the last league and this league, overall my luck has been pretty bad. But I'm happy to just have bad luck in a couple leagues um, compared to like in the Showcase Challenge. I feel like our testing hasn't been that helpful so far, but just because we've been pretty unlucky and kind of facing against a lot of weird matchups, but is what it is, you know? All right, let's go float 1 mana, play Chancery, bounce the Ash Barrens, play Brainstorm, shuffle away. I kind of want another Ash Barrens here. I could even go shuffle away Terramorphic Expanse Counterspell, and bear with me because Go shuffle a Terramorphic Expanse counterspell. Next turn, I'm playing, and then I'm going to shuffle Ash Barrens, get Island. Next turn, play Island, evoke Soul, trigger Renewal, make a huge board. The turn after that, play Ash Barrens, evoke Soul, Migration, Ephemerate. So I think that's just the line. Keeping Journey to Nowhere seems great. I know counterspell is good, but um, I think just with like we're going to be tapping out the next couple turns. I think this is good. They said my cat was on my laptop or I would have talked sooner. Played completely fine with only a mouse. I didn't even notice. I'll let them know. This is a pretty good sequence though. I think their deck is just like a little bit too clunky, being a 2-color aggro deck. I've tried to build them. It's just the mana doesn't support it in Pauper, I don't think. It is just too clunky. So we know this player has multiple Tranquilities in the sideboard. Yeah, so next turn I get to go play Ash Barrens, evoke Soul of Migration, Ephemerate it. Collateral damage targeting me, 3 damage. Interesting. There's also a 2-mana one that deals 4 damage while they have collateral damage and Lead the Stampede in their deck. Lead the Stampede doesn't seem good because, yeah, I can draw cards, but they don't make that much mana. So maybe they only have like 1 or 2 copies. Maybe it's fine, but it seems not great. I mean, they're going to make a huge board, but so are we. Evoke, Ephemerate. Even if they like go Burning Tree, Bushwhacker, Bushwhacker, don't think they really have attacks. Can just like attack for 2 or something. Yeah, I need to try to get better at my Portuguese, which is essentially non-existent at this point. So definitely need to get better at it. All right, they're gonna double Bushwhacker, but again, I still don't think they have attacks. Like our board is still better than theirs, so kind of just doing it. Okay, let's go block, block, um, block, 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 chump. Save one of the soul migrations for the ephemerate. Weighted energies. I think they're just conceding. Yeah. This matchup should be good. Hydro, Dawnbringer. Let's go Palace Sentinels out, Forsake out. Dispel out. 1 Archaeomancer, 1 Late to Dinner, 1 Brainstorm. Just try it like this. Keep all the renewals. Could set out 1 renewal. I think this is fine. I want to go renewal into Soul Migration actually in this matchup. Renewal into Stonehorn's pretty good too. Let's go game 2. All right, game 2 against Squirtle on this crazy aggro deck. Yeah, we can keep this. It's not good, but I can turn 1 tap land, turn 2 Brainstorm Shuffle. So this is where Brainstorm Shuffle is decent. They said got a doozy of a hand. I warn you. I said let's see it. Let's go Tranquil Cove, pass. See if they have like a quad Burning Tree hand into something here. There's 1. Oh, they were joking. I thought they might be. All right, let's go Brainstorm Shuffle. Ooh, Hydros. I kind of want to put back Terramorphic. Just Hydro one of their creatures right now, and then upkeep Ash Baron Shuffle. I think that's the best line at saving my damage. I'm gonna say thought it was going to be quad burning tree onto. And then next turn we can just cycle Ash Barons on upkeep, Hydroblast something else, or just play Renewal into Soul. You're saying, Weber, he does have a points reward in which he follows the live English for some time. Oh, it's like a points reward on the channel where he like records in English for a while. Ooh, Masked Vandal, that's a cool one. Okay, so upkeep, cycle, get planes, play renewal. This way I can evoke Soul of Migration next turn, or maybe Molly D. I guess they can go. I guess this was wrong, and they can just Mass Vandal kill this. I mean, I guess that's fine too. I definitely need to get emotes and channel point rewards set up. Yep, Mass Vandal is a sweet card. All right, they're doing it here. They hit for a bunch of damage, hit us down to 7. I think I just misplayed. I should have left up Hydroblast for sure. Still might be okay. I think I just Molly D Ephemerate. Could just die, but not sure like what else I'm supposed to do. I think I just punted. Okay, we just need to survive this turn. Okay. Oh shit, that kills us. Goblin Heel Cutter. I guess their hand was good enough. So what I needed to do was just go like tap land, pass with Hydroblast up to counter this. Then they can't even really play Mass Vandal. Uh, that was pretty bad. All right, let's just run it back. I think this sideboard plan is fine. No, I mean, I'm not going to base like results off like 2 leagues where I think I haven't drawn well overall. So, still planning to play this deck. I think this deck is good still. Can actually keep this. Sand's fine. Looks like we don't have like a functional draw, but we actually do because we have Ash Barrens into add 1 mana, play Chancery, then cycle the Ash Barrens, and then our mana starting on turn 3 is actually going to be fine. A little bit slow, but again, I think fine. Yeah, this deck is fantastic. I honestly think this deck is pretty good. All right, let's go add 1 mana, Chancery. I love this combo of Ash Barrens plus Bounce Land. Let's get Island, pass. Next turn I can have even just like, I can Journey something and have Hydroblast. I think I just want to play both my things. Like I can Journey the Scattershot, Hydro the Curd Ape. Seems good to me. Could also just Domburger Cleric plan to block, but I think I like just killing both their creatures now while they're tapped out. No, they can Tranquility, but if they just Tranquility this, get back Scattershot, that's fine. And I know they're gonna have post board, they Pyroblast post board as well. I mean, I'm down to. I want to learn like some Portuguese. I don't want to like spend. I don't have enough time to spend. I work a full time job and I'm streaming, um, but I just want to learn. A little bit more than I know now. I'll say that. Okay, so let's let them pay Echo and then maybe Hydroblast it. I guess I'm just going for Dawnbringer, gain 2, tap land, pass. Gain 2 life. Tranquil Cove, gain 1 life. I could just kill it now, but I'm not that worried about a Pyroblast at this point. It's like, make them pay Echo. I could Hydroblast now. It's just a 3-2. I mean, I still think it's worth. All right, they do have the Red Blast. Sure. Fine with that. Let's just tap out for Archaeomancer. Not that scared of like what they can do to me here. Getting back a Hydroblast is pretty good in this matchup, it seems. I think most of their spells are red. And if I draw a land, I can Soul Migration Ephemerate. Just looking good. Very interesting deck from the opponent. So they have Orcish Hellraiser, Goblin Heel Cutter in hand. Let's take 3. This game is not over, actually. Okay, late to dinner is a good draw. Let's just pass the turn. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked because I could have double blocked the Hellraiser. Definitely going to just try to counter both their spells here and then do stuff on my next turn. Pilfer. Pilfer is fine. So we know they still have these 2 good cards. Let's just double block the Hellraiser here. Hydroblast the Curd Ape. They're killing the Archaeomancer, sure. We go to 15, and again, we know these cards in their hand. I'll counterspell a Hellraiser. Hellraiser is actually kind of a cool card. I've thought about putting this in decks, I just haven't like actually pulled the trigger on it. Let's not use Ephemerate end of turn. I don't need to gain life quite yet. I can late to dinner Archaeomancer. Get back late to dinner. I think that's fine. I mean, I get a food token. Seems good. I can just double block something again. We know they have a heel cutter in hand. Opponent likes to mess around. They say 3 lands just holding. Yeah, Curd Ape is definitely pretty nostalgic. Heel cutter. They're dashing it. Sure. They're going to make one of my creatures not be able to block. I think I'll find a chump here. And then it dashes back to their hand. Okay. Also fine, I think, to go Molly D Ephemerate here. I want to just draw cards. If they break this up, I can just late to dinner Molly D. Nice, just worked. Just no attacks. Looking good, looking good. So they can make this not be able to block, hit with this, that's fine. I think I just take 3. They only have 1 card left. Just get back Ephemerate. Just go untap land. Can't really leave up double FM. So I guess I could have played tap land, but I'll just play Stonehorn Dignitary. Just Ephemerate right now. I sequenced this turn poorly, but I think now that should lock this up. Bottom, bottom, attack. They're skipping 2 combats. They cast a heel cutter. Now we Archaeomancer loop. I guess they can break this up. We can late to dinner back the Archaeomancer. It's just ephemerate it again. Get back Counterspell. Then let's go Tranquil Cove. Preordain. Bottom. Renewal. Sure. They skip one more combat. Just gonna F6 to go faster here. I think this is pretty locked up. Destroy all enchantments. Sure, they got us. Now we can get back the other ephemerate. This late game loop is just so tough to deal with, honestly. Get back ephem. Then ephemerate this, get back Hydroblast. And then just ephemerate Stonehorn right now. Pass the turn with Counterspell up. I'm in San Diego. Lived here for 4 years now. I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area originally. But I really like living in San Diego. GG's opponent. Advance to the 1-2 bracket. Let's go round 4. All right. We're against Doves. Would you like to play first? Yes. Man, these hands have been bad. I don't really like the brainstorms over the ponders. I might just go back to the ponders. It's just mulligan. Oh man, jeez. I mean, I think I'm just gonna keep this hand. I don't want to go to 5. I know this hand is bad, but at least we can like guaranteed hit land drops. I can preordain looking for spells. Oh, is it elves? Could be. I think I'm gonna go probably preordain into Chancery. Let's go bottom, top. Still think I'll go Chancery here. Don't have anything to do. Bouncing a Tranquil Cove is fine, especially if it's Stompy. It is Stompy. Okay, let's see if we can get our revenge on Stompy. That's where we want to be. Let's go cycle Ash Barrens and then preordain. This way we don't mess up our scry. Jeez, these are bad. Oh no. Not like this. Not like this. Yeah, also Brainstorm is better when you have Augur of Bolas like the fairy decks have. They have Augur, so you can go Brainstorm into Augur. But we don't have Augur as well, so I think I'm going to go back to Ponders entirely and just have the Ponders be fine against Fae. So we'll work on the deck after this league a little bit, but I think I just straight up like the Ponders better. We might be losing this game because we have literally 6 lands in hand after preordaining twice. So pretty brutal here. I think I was gonna cycle this Ash Barrens, but I should probably wait in case I draw Brainstorm. Just literally doing nothing over here. Opponent not doing that much either. They probably have Vines. Don't want to thin. I'd rather wait. Okay. I don't think they can really interact. I'm going to go for Molly D Ephemerate. Could go for Hardcast Molly D, but I think this is worth it. I need to draw like a lot of spells. Can discard some extra lands, no problem. Renewal, not bad. If we can win this game, then that's pretty incredible. There's another Ephemerate. So why don't I go play planes, and then I only need to discard one card. Just discard a Chancery here. And then if they go like Savage Swipe, I'll just Ephemerate in response. I know they can go Vines, but I mean, they can Vines their own creature too. I think Stompy is actually like. Can you imagine playing Stompy against Blue Black Fae? It's a bad matchup for Stompy. Like, it can win the matchup, but when I played a lot of Stompy, did not want to see Blue Black Fae. It can't be that good against Affinity either. I'm gonna go for this. I mean, sure they can Vines my creature, but what are you gonna do? Stompy does capitalize if the opponent has any bad draws, which, I mean, they're kind of doing that here, but we still might be able to just win this. We can go Renewal into Evoke Soul next turn. They're not attacking with a Ranger. I know I have two Ephemerates floating, but I still think I need to chump the Nest Invader. If I just save as much damage as possible, I can win the long game. It's just about buying time here. I don't need to like draw more cards or keep my Molody around. I need to gain 4 life. That's what I need. Okay. Looking good. River Boa. I don't actually have an island in play yet. Funnily enough. Alright, so we can't cast these. No, no. I'm gonna go play Ash Barrens. So this doesn't have Island Walk, which is just so funny to me. And then evoke Soul of Migration. Then I don't hate it if Soul of Migration dies. Then next turn I can go Renewal into Late to Dinner, Soul of Migration again. It's like they only have 3 cards left. They have a Rancor on their spawn, but we could win this. From such a bad hand, not doing anything for like the first 4 turns, we could still win. This deck gets going, it's pretty powerful. Yes. Yeah, nice Island Walk. Also, the not good art on the Riverboa. Come on. I guess this art's kind of cool, but I just like the nostalgia of the other art. Like they might not even have attacks already. Savage Swipe. Yep. Oh, on their Trampler. Okay. But again, I get to go Renewal into Late to Dinner on this. They could have double Vines here. All right, so we're going block, block, block. So double Vines kills no matter what way, we block. Just do this. All right. Well, so be it. We almost came back. Our draw was just so terrible. Like I've been drawing really poorly all night, but that's okay. That happens. And I'm actually 3-0 lifetime against Tron as well. I've never lost against Flickertron. I thought the matchup would be absolutely terrible, but I think it's actually fine because you have this like counterspell late game and early game, which is strong against them. And like your Flicker loops like come about the same time as theirs, so it's actually not that bad. All right, let's do all these. And Pestilence is close, but definitely beatable for sure. You need to counter Guardian of the Guild Pack. That's like a key card. All right. Can do something like this. I think I like this. Could bring in one Revoke Existence. CN Punk says nah. Alright. Revoke can be good against Rancor, Elfin Guide, even Voltscourge. They have some targets for it. I mean, it's not that good, but I think it's reasonable. See if we can get a revenge on Stompy here. This has been a brutal day. I mean, I guess we 3-2'd the first league of the day. Try to play first, yes. Keep. Not going to mulligan this hand. No, I don't care about playing islands. We can beat Riverboa. I think I can bottom top. Maybe I was supposed to top the Ash Barrens, bottom the Cove, but I didn't. Now I'll just leave up counter. A little greedy because I don't really have a play next turn. But I get to counter a play right here, so I like it. If they go Quarian Ranger, I mean, if they play anything, I'm going to counter it. Still just counter this. Just want to use my mana. Skargan, okay. They leveled me, sure. I actually need to play Chancery because I might want to have 4 mana for next turn. Might have even misplayed this game by not playing a white source on 2. Maybe we can just find Stonehorn at some point. They're not doing that much. Let's just go Dawnbringer, gain 2. Tranquil Cove, gain 1. Pass. Can block, take 4. I'm gonna Rancor like this, maybe? Savage Swipe. Alright. It's brutal. Definitely just getting wrecked today. Alright, where is the Stonehorn at? We're at 9. That's not that much life. Another Skargan. Stonehorn, where are you at? Preordain. Alright, let's look for Stonehorn. Bottom. Bottom. Jeez. I think I'm going Evoke Molly D. Looking for Ephemerate, or obviously just drawing towards Stonehorn as well. I don't know how many times I can say it. I guess I don't need to brainstorm right now. Okay. We'll brainstorm end of their turn. We can upkeep shuffle. Gives us even more looks at Stonehorn. I guess we could just be dead here though. 8 damage right now. So Vines kills us. Hunger the Howlpack kills us as well. Jesus. They're deciding what divines. We're just dead though. Man. Rough league for Evoke. I guess you can't 4-1 or 5-0 every league with Evoke. Getting crushed here though. I think the draws are definitely below average. Not saying this deck is the best deck in the format, but definitely better than it's performing this league or the last league on the channel. But we'll finish this up. Let's go round 5. All right, 1-3 bracket. A lot of times I end up dropping, but we're going to try to fight back for our 50 play points here. Would you like to play first? Yes. Sure. Why not? Let's keep this triple evoker hand. Do the Ash Barrens bounce line trick here. Yeah, maybe this build of the deck is also punishing me, like without the ponders and stuff. And Falcon Hawk Crow, do you think the blue-white ephemerate with Angelic or the Jeskai ephemerate deck with the Wildfire build is better? Both decks have their merits. I think the Jeskai Wildfire deck is very good. I like this deck better because you don't open yourself up to artifact hate, because you don't have to play the artifact lands with Cleansing Wildfire. Your mana is also pretty good, and I think this deck has a favorable matchup against that deck. So I like this deck compared to the Wildfire deck. I am biased, obviously, because this is like my homebrew. Um, but I think both decks are good. Looks like we're against Blue Black Fae. All right. So they augured for Preordain. I'm gonna just pass. I could just journey right now. Then I don't get ninja'd. I actually like that. I'm gonna just do it. Then I can just Ash Baron cycle. I don't necessarily need to leave up counter for anything right now. So I like this. Blue Black Fae kind of plays that instant speed a lot of times, and if you just remove their board, there's nothing like so threatening that they can just like slam on turn 3 here. I know they can't Gurmag yet, and even if they did, that's beatable. I like just going for the journey on the Augur here. I know they like drew a card off Augur and everything, but yeah, this is kind of annoying, but is what it is. Maybe they missed. They put Brainstorm into their hand. Okay. Let's get Plains. So I can go play Plains and then go for Evoke Molly D. I think I'm just going to go for Tranquil Cove, leave up Counterspell. Seems good to me. Next turn I can like hardcast Molly D, and then on turn 7 I can start hardcasting Soul Migrations. That seems good. Preordain. I kind of want to just counterspell this just to use my counterspell because I'm going to be tapping out. I'm going to do it. It's a weird use of counterspell, but again, I'm planning to tap out for Mole Drifter, and then I'll probably have other spells to cast too. And I just like the line. Like I'm gonna get to resolve this now. Seems great. All right, they hit for 1. We're at 20. Let's go Island. Cast. Just a little 3 for 1 on a Molly D. Love it. They snuff out, sure. Yeah, we might get ninja'd here, but that's beatable. Turn away from, I mean, next turn we can't cast Soul Migration yet, but then after that we can. I would like to not walk into Spell Stutter Spray. Even with this hand, like, is Brainstorm that much better than Ponder here? I don't think so. All right, they're passing with like potentially Counterspell mana up, maybe Spell Stutter. Gurmag, that's a problem. Okay, Journey to Nowhere is good. I'm gonna bait with Brainstorm now. See if they Spell Stutter this, because I want to Journey. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 mana. I might want to just Chancery this turn. So I can put back Forsake. I'm gonna just Chancery this turn, right? And then play 2 2-drops. Gonna play Renewal, then play Journey. Sure. Play Renewal. See if they Spell Stutter this. They don't. See if they Spell Stutter this. They do. Oh, Counterspell. Okay. Next turn I can play Renewal, evoke Soul of Migration. We can take some damage here. They didn't have Ninja last turn. Looks like they have it. Oh, they have the ninjutsu thing? Sure. All right. 4, 5, 6. This is close. I think I want to discard land, and then evoke Soul of Migration. They bounce back an Augur here. I think we're favored from this position. So go play renewal, evoke soul, use one of the renewals, and then have another renewal sitting here. And they can't really hit with this. There's like no way. And no. Tranquil Cove, pass. We still have Gurmag Angler to contend with. We're drawing Forsake the Worldly, which we can cycle. So I guess there's that. The Rat Ninja was good, but at least we just discarded 2 lands. We didn't really need those. We can just hardcast Soul next turn. They got a Brainstorm. Do we know about another Brainstorm? Honestly, don't remember. They don't even attack with Gurmag. Nice. See if they have another counter. They do. Okay. Let's go no attacks. Again, at least we can cycle this Forsake. That's something. Might have to like multi-block this Gurmag here. The Gurmags can be kind of annoying for this deck, but they can be beatable. They're beatable for sure. I want my 50 play points. No attacks. Late to dinner. All right, well, let's late to dinner Molly D. Definitely better than late to dinner Soul of Migration. They need another counterspell. 3rd counterspell. Okay. Let's cycle Ephemerate. Ephemerate's a good one. Let's just pass. Just wait until they try to play a removal spell on Soul or something. Also, don't want to just run right into spell stutter here. So they only have 1 counterspell left in the deck. We have a lot of Moldrifters and stuff we could draw. All right, let's preordain, because if they spell stutter this, then this is more likely to resolve. All right, so they spell stutter that. Do I want to just go for a Fem right now? Guess I can do it on their upkeep. Then they play a removal spell. I'll just wait. They still don't have attacks. I mean, I know they can have Snuff Out. I can't play around that. I have a renewal in play, so at least there's that. I think I'd rather just wait on Ephemerate, though. Letting them draw is not ideal, but I'm not even sure how it, like, if they attack with Gurmag and Shinobi, it's not that good for me. I wonder if I go for Ephemerate right now. Need more creatures anyway. Guess I can untap and see what I draw. Nice. 4th counterspell? They do have it. Oh no. Wow. That sucked. All 4 counterspells. And we still have a chance. No attacks. They draw land. They're not going to attack. I don't know why they would change their mind now. We even have this renewal sitting here, which is nice. Cantrip, Archaeomancer, Moldrifter. All cards we want to draw. Another Ephemerate is good too. Let's just do it right now. I guess I could wait until they draw a removal spell, but getting more birds is pretty good. Let's attack like with 2 birds, maybe 3. I think we have plenty of blockers here, especially considering we have Angelic Renewal still sitting in play. They're going for the thin. They've already used a couple brainstorms, so definitely a good play by them. Wow, that's an aggressive thorn. I mean, I guess they think they have to, but I can take the Monarch. Almost guaranteed by just attacking with 4 things. Land. Okay, let's attack with 4 birds. Thinking unless they drew exactly fumes, I guarantee take the Monarch. So if they draw 1 removal spell, go block, block, I still take it. Now they're gonna have to attack back, but now their attacks aren't good. Counterspell? Land. Okay. It's fine. Augur. It's a good draw. Do they hit? They hit Echoing Decay? No! This is how this day has been going. They don't even usually play Echoing Decay anymore. Opponent crushed us here. Just we're dead on board. I guess I could have blocked here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll just die. I'd rather die. Jeez. That was so brutal. We had that game locked up. My God. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm not that. I don't want Dawnbreaker to block ninjas. It's just not good enough. I'd rather draw a card and just be tapping it, annoying them, not letting them cast Anglers on time. Oh man. God damn. This day. Okay, showing off a bad league with Evoke though, showing that we're still human. I've had such good results overall. I mean, even last league 3-2, and I top 8 the last challenge I played with it. I 4-1 like infinite leagues in a row. Yeah, this hand's fine. I still think the deck is very good, and it might be like the best brew I've ever made. Palace Sentinels didn't side it out. Just YOLO. I like it. We're gonna work on the deck after this league though. All right, if they augur, I'm just gonna journey that. Yep. Also, I think they've hit 100% on augurs. If they don't play a creature, I could just slam Palace Sentinels, get crushed by a Spellstutter Sprite, but then I have Ephemerates to blink it. So not even really. Yeah, maybe we break the 4-1 curse and start 5-0ing after this. And I mean, even if we still win this match and 2-3 this league, it's like then on the day we're still 5-5. It's not like the most horrible result ever. All right, let's go journey that, play another Chancery. Then if they tap out, I can start doing some pretty good stuff. Preordained. Like even if they tapped out for Thorn there, that wouldn't have been a problem really. Worried about Snuff Out, obviously. Ooh. I mean, they can't counter this Palace Sentinels right now. I think I'm going for it. Maybe they don't notice the white mana. I guess they can Spell Stutter here. Yep. Guess this is pretty bad. And they ninja. Okay. Sure. They still need removal for this, though. Gurmag. Okay. I can actually ephemerate this to take the Monarch back. That's kind of interesting. So what if I go... This is a tough spot. I have a lot of good options here, actually. I can go play Plains, evoke Soul of Migration, leaving up white, and then go to Ephemerate it once. If that resolves, I can go to Ephemerate Palace Sentinels. I think I need to do that because I need to make a huge board presence here. So let's go Evoke. Get birds. Ephemerate this. They don't have Snuff out right now. Then I'm just going to pretend like I'm passing. And then on my end step, I'm going to... Oh, I shouldn't have... damn it. All right, I'm just going to pass with Ephemerate up then. Let them draw one more card off Monarch. This is probably better anyway. I could have ephemerated the Palace Sentinels on my turn to take the Monarch back, but I actually like this better, surprisingly. No attacks from them. All right, let's just untap. Leave up Ephemerate and Counterspell. Yield. I'm just going to blink Soul again. I guess they could have Echoing Decay, but I could counter that. Let's go play Island. Attack with like 3 birds? Yeah, sure. Suffocating Fumes. Counterspell. Dispel. Hopefully they don't have another Dispel. Because now I kind of need this to work. All right, let's go play Relic. Cycle. Relic you. And pass. Get to draw a card. I probably need to let them take the Monarch here. I can crack Relic. The rest resolves. I guess I could go block. I can go chump with Palace Sentinels, block the Ninja. It's not bad. I guess their attacks aren't even that good. They might have sided out a lot of their removal. Yeah, I'm actually going to just chump this. If that's what they're doing, to just try to take the Monarch. I'll just hold on to Monarch here. Let's crack this. I guess I should have done it before Palace Sentinels. That was a mistake. Let's cycle this right now. Get another Plains, I suppose. Hope to draw a non-land card. Any non-land card. Spell Stutter Spray. Okay. God damn. Oh man, just so brutal. All right, we're drawing off Monarch here. They attack with Gurmag. I think I need to take it at this point and let them take the Monarch. Maybe I just chump. All right, well now I'm just eating this. Yeah, this day has been insane. Augur. I think I'm gonna counter this. I don't want them to draw like a removal spell off this. I want to attack and take the Monarch back. Draw an extra card. Yeah. All right. See ya. Thanks for hanging out. Lose focus. I have to counter unless I pay 6. I can pay 2, 3, 4. Okay. You got yourself a lose focus there. No snuff out. Okay, preordain. Guess I can preordain into snuff out. They went top top. Jeez. Molly D. All right. Start by attacking. Got to take the monarch back. Cast. It's going to resolve. All right, there's our Chaomancer. Nice. And Angelic Renewal. Let's go play Island, play Renewal. They will get to take the monarch back here, but that's definitely beatable. Okay, that was some good draws finally. Popping the relic after my Palace Sentinels went to the graveyard was pretty loose. I think I want to take 5 rather than chump and draw here. I'd rather keep the renewal in play, and this gives me 2 attackers to take the monarch back. So I think I like this. They get to draw 1 extra card. Another Soul of Migration. I like that. I have 6, 7, 8, 9, potentially 10 mana. I could start with cast Archaeomancer, see if it resolves. Yeah, I like it. They counter it. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now do I just attack with one thing? I could just attack with Muldrifter. Could attack with both. I think I'm just attacking with Muldrifter. If they want to play a removal spell on that, it's fine. Then I can just hardcast another Muldrifter. Yeah, nice. I also have the option here. I think I just go hardcast Moe-D. I guess they could have Force Spike, but I don't think they're going to. Yeah. Okay. Now I have 2 blockers and renewal in play. A ton of mana. I can start hard casting Soul of Migrations. I could have evoked Soul of Migration, but I think hard casting my creatures is better because then they have to spend a removal spell on a creature to trigger the renewal and then deal with it again. Or if I evoke, I kind of use my own renewal. I will use it here though. Gets me another blocker, which is nice. Just attacking with Gurmag, huh? I think I'll just block here. I could go double block and then gut shot. I want to save the gut shot, I think, for something else. I think I'll just chump. Yeah, it's fine. I have so much mana next turn. All right, let's go play planes. Cast Soul of Migration. We still have the Monarch right now, which is nice. Could have played Tranquil Cove here, but I think this is fine. Draw card. Stonehorn Dignitary, nice. Just discard Cove, I guess. Rather have untap lands. Never know how much mana we're gonna need. All right, Augur resolves. Can they miss on an Augur one time? Looks like no. It auto like, yeah. Counterspell, jeez. Okay. They have a counter. Still definitely beatable here. Yeah, we can't. I just thought that we can't draw lands if all the lands are already drawn. I don't know if you said that a while ago. They've hit on every single augur. I think I'm safe to go for Ephemerate here. I kind of just get to use my mana. If they have spell stutter, I get to gut shot. If they counter this to fight over it, then this is fine. I'll go to 6 here. This is fine. I want to resolve my Archaeomancer. That's what I really want to resolve. Negate. And they still have Counterspell as their last card. Okay. Well, this is fine. I mean, I'm definitely still pretty far ahead. Like, I can go land, cast Soul of Migration. Seems good. Cast. Yeah, they counterspell, perfect. I guess I can go Stonehorn Dignitary. That might be the safest. They have 0 cards. Archaeomancer, get back Ephemerate, and then Ephemerate the Archaeomancer right now. They don't even have attacks. And then get back the Counterspell, have the Ephemerate floating. That's probably the safest line. Okay, nice. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Relic's pretty bad against them. Stonehorn's also not that great, though. Maybe Stonehorn's better than Relic. I don't think so. Again, Relic drawing a card and being annoying for their anglers when we have this in our opening hand, just by tapping and exiling cards in their yard, I think just makes it worthwhile. Let's go game 3. Try to get our 2-3. All right, game 2. I'm gonna keep this slow hand. I just don't think I should mulligan this, honestly. This deck is clunky. I think with these, like, when you have like these hands where you can hit your land drops, it's good to just try to draw out of it. Oh my god, we're getting turn 2 ninja'd. Journey. Damn. Alright, well, it's gonna be tough. Nobody said it was gonna be easy. Yeah, let's see if we can at least go neutral on the day. Faced a lot of interesting decks. Turn 2 Ninja doesn't happen that much in blue-black or blue-red Fae, but it does happen. Augur. Yep. Shouldn't they have Fairy Seared first to bottom any non-lands? I guess they just auto-hit on Augur every time. Doesn't matter for them. Okay, we can still draw Journey. We don't have the Last Breath anymore. Cycle both of these. Jeez. I mean, I also could have mulliganed. I think we lose now. They also, like, there's so many times where they're just leaving up counterspell too, and then we're hitting land drops. I think this hand with the Shinobi. Wow. Okay. Soul Migration. Ephemerate, I guess. Shinobi plus Ninja is pretty brutal. See if we can come back somehow. 7 cards to now 3 because they're going to duress this. Yep. Okay. Nothing we could have done. We had to play an untapped land to be able to play Stonehorn. Snuff Out? Maybe they sided out Snuff Out. You should definitely keep in Snuff Out as Blue Black Fae because you can break up the flicker loops and stuff with Snuff Out for 0 mana. And this deck can't really pressure your life total, so it literally is like free kill anything. Okay, let's go Relic, pop it. Probably just draw a late to dinner. Molly D. Gonna try to hardcast that next turn, but again, not feeling confident here. They're gonna play, if they play a removal spell, make us discard 2. It's rough. The Shinobi is just so tempting. When you can hit, it's really powerful. I'm just looking forward to working on the deck post board, kind of going back to more of like an original build. I wonder if they just like don't have removal. I wonder also if they attack with everything. I think I'm blocking Ninja. I don't think I care. Maybe 2 cards is too much. Not sure. Yeah, good one, CN Punk. Exactly. They didn't have removal for Stonehorn, which is just so interesting. I mean, they're gonna have counterspell 100%, right? Gonna go for it. There's no way. Maybe they have counterspell and they let it resolve. Lose focus. O2 against UB Fey on the day, it looks like. They can get you sometimes. As you can see though, like the pressure's on them to counter and deal with all of your stuff. Otherwise, your late game is much better than theirs. Like I've had a blue black Fey opponent go turn 4 Monarch, and I still just won all of those. Or not all of those. I still won that game. Another ninja. Jeez. I'm at 4. It's not click the concede button yet. Just keep fighting. You never know. And sometimes you know. Yeah, bringing back the second gut shot's definitely a consideration. Wow, they let it resolve. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. They probably still have at least 2 more counters. We'll see. Spell stutter sprite and then counterspell. They're killing that. Okay, so that kills us too. No reason to keep playing now. GG's. 1-4 the league. Haven't done that for a while, but that is okay. That happens. No reason to get down. Just keep your head up. Let's get out of that league, though. I don't want to look at it. Okay, let's work on the deck here. Let's go back a little bit. Going Forsake the Worldly, I think, was going way too deep. I'm gonna ponder. Might even just go back up to 4 ponder. Let's fix this quantity here. Makes it a little easier. I do Last Breath is interesting because it's bad against Affinity, except it is a 1-for-1 against any early Disciple. So it can do that, but overall it is pretty bad against Affinity. Yeah, maybe we just go back to 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain, and go like this. Could also play 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain, 3 Ponder, and play 1 Seagate Oracle again, and just go back to like more of the original build. It's interesting. We have a Stonehorn Dignitary in the main deck right now, where I had cut all the Stonehorns. We also have a Dawnbringer Cleric in the main deck. I mean, it's just kind of gone in and out. We also have a Palace Sentinels, so these kind of are all flex slots. We also have 4 Counterspell now, where in the original build we had 2 Counterspell, 1 Prohibit. I mean, I tried to snap in the first league and it seemed like it was okay, but you have 3 Journey for Angler. Could potentially just play a 4th Journey to Nowhere. That wouldn't be too bad. I kind of like how this is looking with 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain because I think the games you lose is like when you have like 2 Ephemerate in hand and you can't like find your Evokes or something, or you have a Renewal in play and you don't have anything. But when you're able to combo your Flickers plus your Evokes, that's how you win. And 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain is a really good way to do that. I think I'm gonna try this moving forward and like let's look at the sideboard here. Um, I could go back down to 2 Stonehorn. I know that's a little bit greedy, like against decks like Stompy and Boggles and stuff. We could cut the Relic, but Relic is also really, really nice to have against Tron. I kind of like having these 7 cards because like like against the challenge meta, you know that Affinity is going to be, I feel like, close to 20% of the meta and probably higher than that in the winner's meta. So having 10 sideboard cards here against Affinity seems strong. The Hydroblasts are good against Burn too. I don't want any more hate versus Burn. I want another hate card, whether it's another Gut Shot or the what I could do is I could cut a Stonehorn and play the Holy Light because they kind of come in against a lot of the same decks. Holy Light I could have against Fae and Elves and all that stuff and have the 1 Gut Shot. We have I can't tell if that's a Lapcom or exactly what the name is, but I tried out this build of yours and took a couple of tournaments by surprise. Nicely done. But I tried to swap out some cards. What about 1 to 2 snaps? Early game, it's good tempo play that lets you keep mana open for counterspell. Yeah, I played 2 leagues today, and in the first league I tried out 1 copy of Snap, and I wasn't loving it. It's just like against Affinity doesn't seem that strong, um, because they can easily recast their stuff for cheap. Against aggro, I think it's reasonable, but I wasn't that happy with it. It seems good like with Chancery, but I think when you actually get to use the mana, it comes up not as frequently as you would like. Falconaut Crow, Prismatic Strands could be interesting. We don't have a way to discard it. And I think the problem with it is we don't necessarily have that many white creatures. I mean, we do have Soul Migration, Stonehorn, Palace Sentinel, Dawnbreaker Cleric, but we don't have that many creatures overall. We don't have like Thraben or anything. We're not making like a bunch of white creatures. I mean, this is looking decent to me. Yeah, I like just like having like all this hate in the sideboard for Affinity, and then having like some hate cards for Fae, and just not changing too much for Fae. Like right now, what would be our sideboard plan against Blue Black Fae? Cut Dawnbreaker Cleric, cut either Stonehorn or Palace Sentinels, bringing Gutshot Holy Light, and then versus Affinity, we could side out something like this, because we're gonna against Affinity we'd bring in these 10, and then side out what? 8, 9. Maybe we lose the Stonehorn Dignitary from the main deck. It's just there's no space for it in the sideboard either. Yeah, the Oblivion Ring. I actually was liking the Oblivion Ring. I had one Oblivion Ring for a while and I was liking it. This is tough also because if we have 10 hit cards for Affinity, like what do we side out? We have to side out 1 Ponder. Guess we could side out the Dispel. This spell is good against them right now, though. I feel like the only big weakness without a current answer is the echoing spells, but the spells negate would really counter that. I could side like this against Affinity. It seems reasonable. I want as many cantrips as possible to be able to revoke and dust to dust consistently. Um, Again, yeah, we could not have the Stonehorn and have the O-Ring. Yeah, but you just know that you're gonna. Affinity's been doing so well in all the challenges. Like you know you're gonna face it, and a lot of those matches, while I won, they were close. Like I need as much hate as possible, right? Like, do I really like? I can. I've also beaten stuff like Boggles without Stonehorn Dignitary too. I don't think I can really beat elves or defenders, but I think that's just part of the game. Hmm. I did like the Oblivion Ring when I had it. Oblivion Strike. This is a sweet one. This was tech against when the mono white heroic deck was popular at the mono white menace because you can't give your creature protection from a color against this because it was devoid. So I played this in Jun sideboard. That was pretty sick. Yeah, we could. What if we Oblivion Ring? Oblivion Ring over like the Stonehorn. Then we would probably have to cut a Revoke Existence or the Stonehorn Dignitary from the sideboard. Oblivion Ring was kind of clunky. I mean, this could also just be Seagate Oracle. What about this? We want the Rise of Eldrazi one. And then, I mean, one problem is like I feel like Stonehorn Dignitary just like isn't that great. Like elves can beat it. I guess it's better than I think. What about just cutting Relic of Progenitus from the sideboard and then having the two Stonehorns? What about doing that? The one Relic is nice against Tron. I'll probably lose to Tron if I do that. Could cut this Holy Light, just not play it. Holy Light is nice because again, it's kind of crossover hate between it's a decent card against fairies, and it's also good against like elves and stuff. Gives us a better chance. Yeah, I mean, Relic is really good against specifically Flickertron, and also just randomly hates other brews and decks pretty well. So the Relic is pretty strong, especially as a one of when you can find it. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could cut Cleric from the sideboard. This is like nice hate against burn, but maybe since we have triple revoke, we don't need additional enchantment hate. Yeah, maybe that's a good call. Now that you say that, because I had this for additional burn hate, but I'm not too worried about burn, especially in the challenge. I really don't think people are going to bring that. Dawnbringer is nice against Pestilence, but we can bring in triple revoke in that matchup. All right, that's an option. Because right now, like, if we played the Seagate, which I kind of like, this just makes our deck like more mid-rangey and just like pretty nice. Um, if we left the main deck as is, what would we cut from the sideboard? What about also? I know Palace Sentinels has been fine. It's just having one way to take the Monarch is so critical because it allows you to take the monarch without having to attack, and it happens more than you think. Even with just one copy, it's so good. I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, what would be the cut from the sideboard? Dawnbringer Cleric, um, Stonehorn Dignitary, Holy Light. Could also go down to 0 gut shots. Maybe gut shots not that great. Oh hey Blobfish, good to hear. How'd it go? Yeah, let's not cut Palace Sentinels. Oh, you played it in between rounds of a Pioneer event? Awesome. That's sweet. Almost beat a modern deck? Dope. I mean, a modern Reanimator deck is probably also playing Malidi. All right, what if we just lose the Dawnbringer Cleric? I feel like I'm gonna miss it, but I think I could try cutting it. We still have triple Hydroblast for burn, and we have the Dawnbringer Cleric in the main deck. We have late to dinners. Yeah, we could axe the Cleric in the sideboard and then keep 2 Stonehorns. Then 0 Stonehorn main, I kind of like that. Taking the deck to Vegas in 2 weeks, love it. I think this looks good. I like going back to this crazy 4 Ponder, 4 Preordained, 0 Brainstorm setup. I think I like keeping all like these infinite tap lands. Could cut 1 more fetch and play another island, but I think I like this. Yeah, this looks good. Affinity just seriously demands so much hate. Like I feel like I could still lose to it with all this, but I like how this looks. 1 Dawnbreaker Cleric main, 0 side. Interesting, but I think I like it. Yep, that'll wrap up this YouTube video. Thanks everyone for sticking around. Hope you liked the league, even though we didn't do that well. Good learning experience and going back to more of the original direction of the deck. So hope you like the post deck tech as well. Subscribe, youtube.com/snapbolt. Really appreciate it. It helps me out. Thanks so much. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.